of course, we would have you right here with us in person to experience the fiestas, where it happens, when it happens. But as we all know, recent events have prevented us from celebrating, at least in the traditional way, right?
That's right, Paolo. But that doesn't mean we can't find new and creative ways to celebrate, right, Bisitas? By the way, why don't we all turn on our cameras right now so we can see you? Can we have everyone turn on their cameras? Okay, we see Yoon An from Korea.
Right.
We see you, Hazira, giving us that hello sign.
Shigemi Tanaka
Yes.
from Japan.
Hello, hello. And of course, people are still coming in. We see someone saying hi from Kuwait, Brunei, Melbourne, Vienna. Awesome. Okay. Thank you for turning on your cameras. There we go. And for those who haven't done it yet, please make sure to rename your profile to your name and the country you're from so we can get to know each other better. Also, please remember to always stay in mute, Bisitas. All right. So today we're giving you a multi-sensory experience. You won't just be watching videos or hearing us talk, Bisitas. Today, you'll also get a chance to touch, smell, taste, and hear the different elements of a fiesta. It's the next best thing to be here, or actually for being here yourself.
That's right. This is a full immersive 360-degree experience. That's why some of you might have this festival kit. That
This
looks
one
right,
right here.
right over here. It looks like this one. Now, I know you are all excited to open this. I hope you haven't opened it just yet. Try to wait just a little bit longer. And I know it's hard because I'm dying to see what's in these. Feel free, though, to take and post photos and videos across all your social media pages in the meantime. Don't forget to use our hashtag Fiesta Filipinas and do tag us at DFAPH. So that we can see all of your posts. Now, we've got a lot in store.
Women representing different religious personalities and cultural milestones. These women are dressed in gowns and are
The captivating beauty of the Philippines.
have them wait any longer, right, Paolo?
We won't have them wait a second longer than they have to, child. Joining us here today for Fiesta Filipinas is someone who has been able to successfully showcase Filipino beauty and craftsmanship all over the world. Through her, many of our local designers and artisans have gained an international audience and following. Bisitas, Flores de Mayo. Especially when it comes to Philippine arts and culture. Please welcome Miss Catriona Gray. Hi, Catriona.
Our Bisitas guessed it right. Hi, Catriona.
Hi,
Welcome
Paolo.
to
Hi,
Fiesta
Charles. And of
Filipinas.
course, hello to all of our Bisitas watching from all around the world with us today. I'm so happy to be here to join you all.
We are so excited to have you, Catriona. We're so happy you could grace our online fiesta today. Now, Bisitas, in case you didn't know, aside from being a singer, an advocate, charitable spokesperson, and host, of course, Catriona is also an arts ambassador for the National Commission for Culture and the Arts, or NCCA. Now, Catriona, let me ask you, what do you think is the Flores de Mayo, and how does it continue to influence the Filipino arts and culture scene? What are your thoughts? Please share with us.
Well, of course, the Flores de Mayo started out as a religious occasion, but it's developed into a showcase of craftsmanship and joy and celebration in the form of a fiesta or a parade that's usually carried around this time of the year. And I think I've had the opportunity to take part in 2 parades myself, and the energy is really something else. It's a wonderful way for us Filipinos to come together to celebrate and rejoice. But of course, with the certain times that we have now, we found other ways to come together, which is why we're all here today. But I really believe like the Flores de Mayo is a wonderful opportunity for Filipino designers, Filipino creatives to really express our stories as Filipino people, and also their talent through design and showmanship. And it's a way that we really represent our culture in a really joyous way. And I feel as Filipinos, we always know how to put on an amazing celebration.
This is truly what makes you an admirable representative of the Philippines, Catriona. How you always carry a part of the Philippines with you wherever you go. I also want to ask you about what you think of our virtual Fiesta Filipinas. After all, you are our Reina Elena of the day.
I'm curious too.
I think it's such a wonderful initiative for finding a way for us to celebrate, even though we're facing the certain circumstances that we have now, and especially in a time like this that has been so challenging for so many all around the world, that it's a way to interject happiness and joy and also culture into our everyday lives in a way that we may not have experienced for quite some time. And again, it's about really allowing our culture to be seen, our craftsmanship, everything that we're proud to showcase about our beautiful country really is able to find a spotlight within Flores de Mayo. And so really kudos to everyone who has taken part in putting up this event for us all, for all our visitas. I'm so happy to be here with you all, and hopefully after watching this, you guys will have that heightened sense of joy in celebrating the Filipino culture alongside with us.
Catriona, the chat box is on fire. Everybody's so excited. Now, Catriona, before we let you go and be a bisita like our other guests today, we have just one question from the audience, and we hope that you can answer. As a reina or queen at a Flores de Mayo, what is your advice on the best thing that you could wear? I mean, you're looking lovely this morning.
Ooh, that's a very hard question. I worn a lot of beautiful Filipiniana gowns and clothes made by very talented Filipino designers, but I really am a strong believer it's not about what you wear but how you wear it. And so I would wear a Filipino design created by a Filipino designer with the kind of stance and energy and confidence that I feel really sets Filipinos apart. Their warmth, their welcomingness, their celebratory spirit. That's how I would wear whatever creation this Flores de Mayo, and I think that's really something that would be able to set it apart.
Amazing, and everybody is so excited that you've joined us this morning. Thank you very much, Miss Catriona Gray, our Arts Ambassador for the National Commission for Culture and the Arts. Let's give her a big hand, visitas. Thank you very much, Catriona, and we hope that you enjoy our fiesta. Please enjoy.
Thank you so much, everyone. I'm looking forward to watching the whole fiesta with you. Let's all have fun, visitas.
Thank you so much, Catriona. Wow, I'm sure everyone got excited with that.
I know, take a look at our chat box. So many people excited. I know, so many people excited that she joined us this morning.
So now, visitas, while the Flores de Mayo Festival originated in the city of Bulacan, it is one fiesta that is celebrated all over the Philippines. Today, though, we will be highlighting the fiesta as it happens here in the Philippines capital, Manila, where one of the grandest celebrations of Flores de Mayo takes place. What used to be a small town fiesta is now one of the most popular, well-attended, media-covered events in the country.
That's right, Chal. Now, just a bit of history on the etymology of Manila, visitas. The name comes from Maynilad. Now, that is with a letter D at the end. It's derived from the nilad plant, which is a flowering shrub that adapted to the marshy conditions, which once grew profusely along the banks of the river. The name was eventually shortened to Maynila, Interesting, right? Now, while the Santa Cruzan Parade is what the Flores de Mayo Festival is known for, there are several other things that you can do during this season. Isn't that right, Shal?
Definitely, Paolo. But instead of telling our visitas today about it, I'd like to show them. Visitas, come join me in this virtual tour of Manila.
One of my favorite parts of our experience. Are you ready, visitas? The first part of our virtual tour will begin. In 3, 2, 1.
Break free from the noise. Surrender your senses to a beauty that will captivate your soul. Experience the stunning magnificence of tradition and reinvention. Hey, visitas, it's Chow. Let's leave the hustle and bustle as we feast our eyes on the glamour of Flores de Mayo. Get ready because we're going on a new adventure here in the ever-transforming capital of the Philippines. Visitas, welcome to Manila. Located on the island of Luzon is the vibrant city of Manila, also known as the Pearl of the Orient. Visitas, our fun starts here at the heart of the city, the Rizal Park. From here on out, we'll be visiting various attractions where heritage coexists with sustainable development. This journey is all about immersing in the beauty of Manila's reinvention. Now, if you're wondering what the city looks like decades ago, well, come and follow me to the walled city of Intramuros. Walking along this well-preserved street gives us a clear vision that some places become even better and even more beautiful over time, just like the timeless elegance of this old Manila heritage. Wow! It's like I'm traveling back in time. This is Casa Manila, visitas, a museum depicting the old Filipino Spanish lifestyle. This is the patio, or their garden. Even though it's summer, you'll surely feel the relaxing ambience of this home. And speaking about summer, there's this seasonal festival that I know that unites communities with its vibrant celebration. It's the Flores de Mayo. Imagine yourself watching the parade from this window and still be able to feel the festive aura from the streets. That's what makes Flores de Mayo a one-of-a-kind festival. A religious event, Flores de Mayo, or Flowers of May, evolved into a celebration where people come together to showcase their inner beauty and unique creativity. A festival that brings out the best in Filipinos. We're just getting started, visitas. Aside from well-preserved spaces, Manila is also the nation's center for education, business, and government. This marvelous city is a melting pot of cultures and influences too. Everyone from different walks of life is welcome, creating their own Filipino identity over time. Not far from the Intramuros, and we're here at the National Museum of Fine Arts. Inside, you'll find valuable works of arts from local and national artists. Paintings, sculptures, curated galleries, highlighting the ingenuity and artistry of the Filipinos. Visitas, this museum is one of the living statements of Manila's mission to restore its glory. By preserving and protecting its creative scene, the city's reinvention becomes a symbol of our aspirations too. Speaking about reinvention, later we'll discover why Flores de Mayo is also a stage for the ever-evolving artistry of Filipinos. The festival embraces change without leaving its core values of what makes us who we are. We're here at the legendary Aristocrat restaurant, operating since the 1930s. Wow, look what an exciting feast we have today. Visitas, let's eat. Or as we like to say in our local language, tara, kain tayo. I have here sinigang na baboy. Ooh. Kare-kare. Chicken and pork adobo. Chicken barbecue. Visitas, let's try the pork sinigang first. Now this one is comfort food for every home here in this city. This one over here, something that made Filipino cuisine famous all around the world. I'm talking about the chicken and pork adobo. What we've tasted is just a sneak peek of Manila's cuisine. Overflowing with pride and heart, Manila's dishes represents the Filipino cuisine itself. Visitas, I'm sure some of you couldn't wait and already opened your kits. That's fine, don't worry about it. Let me join you have a munch with those treats. You do know that I always reserve some space for sweets, right? We have here banana chips and halo-halo. Let's try this one first. Banana chips. Of course, the halo-halo, which means a mix. Exactly what it is, a mix of colors, a mix of ingredients, and you'll also need to mix it to try it. Wow, you could really taste the creaminess. This is the perfect summer dessert. Actually, you can have this all year round. A true Filipino dessert makes me proud. Would you look at that? We were able to witness the beauty of New Manila. But that's just a glimpse of all the things that we can discover in this marvelous city. Visitas, get ready with your fabulous dress or your suits because when we return, you'll be able to witness the glamorous Flores de Mayo. Kita kids, or see you soon.
Wow, Chow, that deserves a round of applause. That was amazing. What a spectacular virtual tour of Manila. I love everything about it. I mean, it really makes me feel I was out there with you. What about you guys, Visitas? What was your favorite parts of the virtual tour? Was it the food? Was it the colorful fiesta festivities?
I think it's the food for most of our visitas.
Yeah.
I see a lot of them saying they're hungry now. Thanks for the banana chips. So looks like you guys opened it already.
Hang on.
Okay, and of course some people saying ang sarap, which means it's delicious in Filipino.
Right.
Food, That's what I'm seeing here. Just the word food, all caps.
But I mean, the city has so much to offer, right?
Super.
Yeah.
Now, to make you feel like you're right here with us, Bisitas, we sent some of you, of course, this festival kit, which you guys, some of you already opened and got a taste of. It's okay. Paolo, consider this my pasalubong to you. A pasalubong, of course, is a gift.
Thank you.
When you go travel, that you bring back to someone who just came from a trip. So this is my pasalubong.
Thank you very much, Shell. I've been excited about this ever since I saw it earlier. Now, Bisitas, I'm sure you have your festival kits. Now, as Shell pointed out, many of you guys have probably opened it already. You know, very naughty of you, but I don't blame you. It's always loaded with goodies. Let's check out what's inside. We have some cashew and langka
I
hearts.
actually see Hazira already munching away. Hi, Hazira. It's okay. Don't be shy.
Enjoy.
Hello.
Yeah, that's what it's for. Take a look at some of the goodies that we've got in here. We've got these tarts. These are delicious. Notice that they're also in a subtle flower shape. I don't know if you noticed that.
Ah,
We've also
Flores
got
de Mayo.
malunggay juice mix, moringa
Go
juice,
ahead,
orange
dig in
juice
your
mix.
box. Check
Take
it
a look
out.
at this. We've got some banana, or rather, we've got banana chips
Emma's showing it, and of course, Hazira eating it still.
as well. Please, guys, enjoy. Dig in. Don't miss this chocolate-coated polvoron. This is a great Filipino specialty. Try some. You'll enjoy it. We've got all kinds of delicious snacks on here, in here, which you can munch on. You know,
Houston, Texas, holding up the pulveron. Yes,
you can
we
enjoy
see you.
all of this stuff. The kit is loaded with all kinds of goodies. If you felt hungry while watching Child's video, I know I did. We've got some goodies here which you can all take part in.
I love it that everyone's shaking the contents and showing us that they're already opening it. Irene, we see you.
Yeah.
Apparently, it's the banana chips that you like because that's
Yep.
what you're holding up. And everyone else, Nika as well, pulling it out. Yeah, okay, pulveron for you. I can see that. But
Bong
wait,
hands
guys,
as well.
Bisitas. But wait, Paolo, also, there's more. Don't forget the flower kit,
You know,
of course.
I was curious about that. You've probably been wondering what this is in your kit, okay? I was actually saving the best for last. I wasn't kidding, okay? This is sure, I'm pretty sure it's not edible. Don't try to eat it.
No.
You know, not everything in there is edible, but this is something that we're going to be having a lot of fun with, okay, Chal? Bisitas, why don't you get ready for our next activity? Take out your paper flower kit, which looks like this. It's inside your festival kit.
Paolo, are you sure you know what to do with that?
Now, I'm sure we don't eat it, okay? I'm sure it's not edible. It's not meant to be eaten, Shal. But I do know of somebody, the perfect person to help us figure out what this is all about. So if I may excuse myself, I'll be back in just a minute, right?
Go ahead, excited to see what you guys will be making. And of course, Bisitas, as Paolo gets ready for the next activity, can you all show me your paper flower kits? Go ahead, wave it along. Where are they, Bisitas? Can I see all of you? All right, looks like you guys are ready. Yes, those are your flower kits. Also, just a quick reminder, as early as now, don't forget to have your headphones ready, earphones ready on the side. Later on, we'll use that. If you guys are already using it now, perfect. If you don't have it next to you, just keep it there. Okay, those flower kits, slowly open them up. Lay out everything that's inside. You guys are going to be making something really special right now with Paolo and our special guest. So make sure to check out the contents, be in a comfortable space. And of course, don't forget to take photos of what you guys will be making and tag us. Tag at DFAPHL. And of course, use the hashtag Fiesta Filipinas. All right? Looks like everyone's gotten their kits open. Their flower kits open, and you guys have pulled out the materials, and looks like Paula over there is ready. So, guys, have fun making this one. Okay, I want to see more of you guys, Bisitas. I want to see more of you holding it up, just to make sure you guys are prepared. Ava, I see you. I hope you guys are excited for this one. We did promise you that we're going to be tasting, we're going to be feeling. Well, this is the feel part. You'll actually get to touch and create things and have a little bit of Flores de Mayo in your home or offices. And you'll be able to create it yourselves. Okay, why don't you guys show me how you've gotten prepared, Bisitas? You can feel free to turn on your cameras as well. Okay, I see Chana. She's ready with her kit already. She's already seated. People are Bisitas from Xiamen. You guys will be helping each other, I'm sure, to create. Hello there. Okay, wonderful. Now this time, I know our visitas are all ready. I see everyone taking out the content. So let me turn it over to Paolo. Paolo, are you guys ready over there?
Sal, it is very exciting over here. We've got all the materials we need, but more importantly, we are joined by a graphic designer, a wedding planner, a stylist, and father of three, who is also the brains behind the company, The Paper Blooms. Now, this craft company was launched in 2014 as an alternative florist that makes paper flowers for all occasions. So, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our bisita, Mr. Jerry Rosales. Hey, Jerry.
Hi, Paolo. And hi, visitas. It's nice to see you all here.
And I know that they are all excited, Jerry. All of them have sort of opened up their paper flower kits. I'm sure you guys are ready. I hope you have all your materials ready, visitas. We have our portioned pieces of heavy crepe, enough for 3 hibiscus flowers, 3 pieces of floral wire. Check it out. You've probably got that in your kit. You've also got a glue sachet and illustrated instructions and a catalog envelope with a sticker. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, wait a minute, what have I gotten myself into? This seems like a lot, but don't be overwhelmed. Let me just say that Jerry over here has assured me earlier how easy and doable this activity is for all of us. We're all in this together, so let's all try and sort of unleash our inner crafter and just, come up with something beautiful. I will point out that you need to add your own pair of scissors. Isn't that right,
Yes.
Jerry? This is going to be a very important part of the material or list of materials that we have here. So, Jerry, if you'll walk us through, we all want to learn this special craft that you're an expert in.
Sure, Paolo. I hope you have your scissors handy with you. And let's get started.
Okay.
So to start the flower, let's cut the template first.
Okay, now you're all going to have a template like this in your kits.
Yes, that's already included. So you'll be getting a petal template and a leaf template. So we cut them both.
Okay, so we're basically just sort of cutting along the line here, Jerry. We've got a pattern for the petals, which we're going to cut out. And we've also got a pattern or a shape here for the actual leaf. So, visitas, go ahead and take that pattern and cut out the shape for the leaf and the petal that you have. I hope you have a pair of scissors handy. This is an important part of the operation.
Also, Paolo, if I may ask, you don't have to perfectly cut the template because the template is just there to serve you as a guide in cutting.
All right, so we end up with something that looks like this. isn't
Yes,
it, Jerry?
this one.
Okay. So, visitas, hold up what you've got. I hope you guys were able to follow along. First step of quite a few.
Yes,
You
they're
should
showing
end up.
their templates.
Yeah, you should
I can
end up
see
with
them.
something like this. Good job, guys. Next step, Jerry.
Now, this is the start of the flower making. So
Okay.
first choose from orange, white, or pink color crepe. This will be our petals.
So you've got choices in your flower kit. What color are you going to be using, Jerry?
I'm using pink.
Well, in that case, I'll use orange. So we have a variety. Go ahead, visitas.
Sure.
Choose whatever color you've got.
So
you
to
prefer?
easily cut out the petals, we just place the petal on top of the crepe that we'll be using. Then get the width and fold it into 5.
Okay, so we'll use that petal pattern as sort of a guide.
Yes.
And
Because we'll be
fold
needing
the-
5 petals to make 1 hibiscus flower. So there you go. Then put the template over it and cut it out.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I'm a little short. I'm gonna adjust
So,
my.
I'm already cutting mine. How are you doing, Paolo?
I'm adjusting my pattern, and I think our visitas are sort of figuring it out. You should end up with 5 petals. Use your template, put it over, and cut along. Now, how long have you been doing this, Jerry?
I have been doing this for the last 7 years.
Wow, okay. Is it going to take us 7 years to master this
Not
craft
at
like you
all.
have?
You just need some passion into it, or
What got you started on this journey in the first place?
we started making paper flowers when I'm getting married.
Okay, right.
It's actually an issue because my then fiancé don't want to carry a bouquet that is heavy.
Okay.
Well, there's no bridal bouquet that isn't heavy.
And this was the perfect solution.
Yes.
Okay, so you should end up with something like this. Okay,
Yes,
they need
I
to be
have-
separate. I'm gonna
You can
adjust.
cut
I'm gonna
it.
adjust mine a little bit. You should end up with five
Five
petals, all separate. And if you end up with little webs of paper, just go ahead and give that a little bit of a trim, and you should end up with 5 separate petals. All right.
Then after that, we set the petals aside and start making the center of the flower.
Okay,
That
so
includes the filament and the other parts in the center.
Okay. What
I can recall my
particular
grade
what
5
particular
part.
flower are we making here, Jerry?
We're making gumamela, so this is the finished one.
There
This
you
is
go.
it.
Okay.
So we're now on to this part.
All right.
So we'll be making that. So
Okay.
to do that, get the light yellow crepe paper. So to guide you with crepe paper flower making, so you can see the creases. These are the crepes. This is called the grain. So when I say cut along the grain, you cut along the creases. So when I say cut against the grain, you cut across the grain. So
Right.
let's do that. So now we get just half of this, and we cut across the grain.
Across the grain. So split one of these in two.
So we just
Yeah.
cut it into half, like this one.
Okay.
Then we fold this into half.
Okay.
You can lay it on the table and press it flat. A bit.
Okay. I can see the concentration on the faces of our visitas. Come on, guys,
Yes.
get with it. What have we got out there? We've got guests from all over the world joining us here, and this is a particularly exemplary art of flower making, very appropriate for the Flores de Mayo celebration that we're celebrating.
Yes, I see a lot of gumamela or hibiscus back in the province when I was still young.
Okay.
So to continue with, let's now fringe this one. So to fringe, you cut from the open edge, leaving around 5 millimeter at the base,
Okay.
and then you fringe as fine as you can.
All right. So get busy with the fringing here. Now I noticed, Jerry, that the details of your flower is really, the realism of the flowers that you create really boils down to the finer details. And I think this is one of the fine details that you can really sort of put some effort into.
Yes. When I do flowers, like for the first time, I usually deconstruct a real flower or make an in-depth research of how it looks like, how it is assembled, and that's how I do it.
Okay. If you don't have access to crepe paper like we're using now, what would you suggest as an alternative material?
Well, if you don't have access to crepe paper, you can also use cardstock, copy paper, specialty boards. But that entails a different story on making it because it doesn't have the stretch like the crepe paper.
Okay. Let's take a closer look at what we created here.
So I have here. So this is the finish after fringing. If you want to add more details for filament, you can dip the fringe end to the glue and get some turmeric powder, and you have the pollen.
Ooh,
in
another
it.
pro tip there.
But we'll
Okay.
not be doing that.
That's the next
this
level.
mo-
That's the next level.
today.
Okay.
So now we're ready to assemble the center. So get your glue sachet. Just
Okay, you've
open
got a sachet
bit.
of glue in your kit.
Yes.
Just cut open the corner. You don't need to open up the whole pack. You want a nice sort of fine
Just
hole.
a small opening
Yep.
there, and you put some glue.
Okay. Now let's see what our visitas have got to say. Okay, we've got people here wishing me good luck, Paolo Abrera, sending you hugs and lots of care to the paper materials. I'm doing my best, and I know a lot of our visitas also are really putting some effort into this. This activity is so fun, says Nat and Max from Vancouver. Great. I'm happy that you could join us, and I'm happy that we're sharing one of these Filipino crafts
Yes.
and one of our resident experts here. We've also got friends from all over the
Kathleen is
world.
saying she's getting married.
Oh, this is perfect then.
This
I
is
mean,
perfect
you
for-
got into this art because
Yes.
you actually were looking for an alternative to natural flowers. I can see all of our visitas sort of putting some real effort into this. Earlier, I saw one of my friends, Steve Angeles. Steve, get busy, buddy. Put your ham-fisted hands into some delicate art of paper flower making. Okay, so we're putting a little bit of glue on here.
Yes, we put some glue, and to give you a bit of an update, Paolo is doing great here.
Oh, thank you
as
very
well
much.
as you do at the comfort of your places.
Okay.
So now place a small line of glue on the uncut edge of
Okay,
the
along the length,
filament.
along the
Then
entire length.
we glue this starting from the tip of the wire. We have 3 pieces of wire inside the kit, so we just use one.
Okay.
That's it.
Okay, so technically you have enough materials here to produce a couple of flowers, 3 at the most, maybe if you're careful with your materials. Don't worry, Bisitas, if you didn't get it perfect the first time, you've got opportunities to redeem yourself. We've got lots of materials in those packs to produce a couple of other flowers. So we're basically just wrapping this fringed piece of
Around
crepe paper around
the florist
the
wire.
florist wire. Okay, this is definitely a bit of a
There you go.
delicate
it should end up
operation.
like this.
Okay, of course, Jerry has made it look super easy. But I think our Bisitas are able to follow along. Guys, you should end up with something that looks a little bit like this.
Like
Take a look
this.
at how Jerry's is. He's put some really sort of fine cuts on his, and that looks really sort of good. But we're off to a good start. I think many of our Bisitas, hold up this section that you've got, Bisitas. Let me see how far you've gotten in your flower making experience.
Yes, I
There you
see
go.
them.
Good
They're
job.
doing
Nice.
They're doing great.
Good job.
Now to finish off the center, we cut 1/3 of this one, still across the grain.
Still across the grain.
Then we stretch it a bit, like
Okay.
this.
So you end up with just a nice
just-
narrow strip.
Yes.
Yeah.
Then we put some glue again.
More glue on that.
Be careful not to put too much glue.
Okay. Keep your work
because
neat.
That will drench the paper and it
You'll
will
end up-
render the paper
Yeah, you'll end
unworkable.
up tearing. You'll end up with a color
Then-
running.
From the bottom of the fringe, we now wrap the green part.
Okay, there you go. So we're covering the rest of the wire,
Yes.
a long section of that wire. And you should end up with something that looks like what Jerry's got over
like
there. I'm lagging
That's
behind.
perfect.
Okay, I'm gonna add a little.
So
just a
while you're
small
doing
touch
that,
of glue.
to the future groom, this will be a perfect gift for your future bride.
I know it
so
did. It certainly worked
that's a
wonders for
message
you.
from I can feed.
Well, we've got Francis over here. I think he's in Vancouver, if I'm not mistaken. Thank you for this opportunity to share your talent with us. To the future grooms, this will be a perfect gift, which is what you said. We've got Alan Fontanilla throwing us that helpful comment. We've got all kinds of comments from Bisitas all over the world. Guys, you should be at this stage where you have a little bit of a fringe. What do you call this part of the flower?
This is the filament.
The filament, okay, the filament. And you should have wrapped a little bit more of the wire with a little bit of that excess yellow crepe paper that
For
you
wrapping
have
the stem, you can also use like florist tape if you
There
have.
you go.
But
Pro-
if you
more
don't
pro
have,
tips.
if you don't have florist tape, you can just use the crepe paper.
Okay.
Now let's proceed. Now get your petals. We are now assembling the flower.
Okay.
So to start with the petals, we will shape this using the edge of the scissor. So to do this, place the scissor underneath the petal shape, and then with your thumb over it, give a nice pull, ending up with this one.
So we're sort of curling, adding a little bit of
Just-
curl onto this.
Just a nice curl,
Yeah.
not too curled.
If you guys are familiar with adding that curl to a piece of Christmas ribbon or
Yes,
or
that's
gift
it.
wrapper,
Let's-
this is the same sort of motion. Yeah.
But not too curled.
Okay, not too curled.
After that, we get again our glue and then place glue here, like a 2 centimeter glue near the base of the petal.
Okay, I can see Gibson, is that Gibson Yang sort of leaning into his camera, trying to get a better look at what we're doing. So let's give them a close-up of what we've actually done there, Jerry. We've added a
this is
little bit of glue just to the edge of the petal.
Then we place another petal over it,
Okay.
overlapping like 1/3 of the previous.
Okay.
Then we do the same until all of the 5 petals are attached.
Okay, so use your glue sparingly. You want just enough to create a solid bond, but as Jerry pointed out, you don't want to actually drench the crepe paper too much. Okay, don't make a big mess. All right, I hope our visitas are able to follow along. If you're having any difficulty, do let us know what's going on with you. So we're adding each of our petals and adding little sections of the petals. If you can give us a closer look at what you've got going there, Jerry.
You'll end up with this, a fun-looking shape.
Okay, so we should end up with something that looks
Like
a
a
little bit
fan.
like an open fan. Okay.
Yes.
How are we doing, visitas? Are you able to follow along? I know it's a little bit of a challenge for some of us, but I can see that there are also quite a few of you who are actually up to the task. Question here from Francis again. Are there other flower patterns aside from the gumamela? Can you make any kind of flower from this type of
Yes,
method?
we do different flowers depending on the request of the client.
All right.
So now after this, we now get the center and put some glue here, like you measure around 1.5 inches from the filament.
Okay.
Then we put some glue here,
All right.
and then we attach it at the base of the flower.
Okay, so putting a little bit of glue about 1.5 inches down from maybe the bottom of that filament.
Yes. Then don't forget to put again glue on the last petal that we attach.
Laying our
So
flower.
we have a good close. There.
Okay, and we're just creating sort of a cup sort of shape.
Yes.
We're closing the loop, so to speak.
You just pinch the bottom part.
All right.
So it is set.
Let's see how everybody is doing. Are you able to follow along, visitas?
I guess they're doing great. I'm seeing their flowers.
So far, so good for many of them. I'm having a little bit of a flower crisis, a mini flower crisis with my creation over here. I hope you visitas are doing better.
Look at Franco is doing. It's a great flower.
Franco, yep.
There he is.
Okay, we've got people saying this is really challenging, but it's a lot of fun. I have to agree. Now you want to sort of pinch the bottom, right?
Yes.
Of that.
That is to set the flower.
That's to set the flower on to your.
There you go. It's almost finished. That's beautiful.
There you go. Visitas, hold up what you've got. You should end up with something that looks a little bit like this.
Yes, that's pretty. That's it.
Look
Now,
at that. Jerwin in Australia, great job. Check that out. Good job there. We've got Dulce Fortunato. Is that right? Dulce, keep it up. You're almost there. You're almost there. We've also got our friend Nikki. Nikki, you are way ahead of the curve. Great, good job. The flower creation is looking great.
Look at Marie. She has a flower background.
Perfect. That is perfect.
Really looking like Fiesta. Now we proceed with the next part. This is not included in your template. so-
Okay. This is to add a little bit of extra detail on
Extra
there. This is
detail.
pro tips, okay? Now, you know, Jerry, one of the things that really make your creation so special is just how realistic the flowers look. And I think that doesn't come from anywhere except really being able to observe
The flowers.
actual flowers. You mentioned earlier you try to deconstruct your flowers and observe the flowers. If you're not able to do that, look it up on the internet. There are many options out there. One great option, visitas, is since Flores de Mayo features different Philippine flowers, we'd also like to invite you to see more of the Philippine flora at the virtual online exhibit called Philippine Flora, an online botanical art exhibition. Now, the exhibit will run for 1 month from the 29th of this month, May, to June 29, 2021. Of course, there will be an online launch later on today at 2 p.m. Please be sure to join us for that one. Tune in to the DFA YouTube channel and Facebook page for the official launch. But that is a great exhibit that you shouldn't miss. It'll give you a great opportunity to view many of the flowers that grow here in the Philippines.
Yes, precisely. So that will also give you a nice exposure to the different flowers of the Philippines. So moving on, we now make the sepal of the gumamela. So to do that, get the green crepe paper and your scissor. So you cut like 1.5 inch
Okay.
along the grain
Along the
and
grain.
1.5 across. So that gives you a square piece.
Square piece. So we're looking
So like
at
this one?
something that, it looks roughly about this size.
Yes, that one. Then we fold it again to 5.
Okay. Now,
And-
this doesn't have to be super exact.
Yes.
Flowers are sort of organic creations, so to speak. But obviously, the more effort you put into this, the more realistic, your flower can be.
Now, after folding it to 5, you now cut it to get like a toothed edge.
Okay, so we're just
Like
putting
that.
a point. We're just putting a point on the end of it.
So you'll end up with this one.
So if you cut a point onto that fold of 5, you should end up with something that looks like, the top of a picket fence.
Yes.
All right.
Then we curl the edges out.
Okay, we're curling the sawtooth points out. with our
Then we glue
scissors.
one end.
Gluing one end.
And then attach it to close the sepal.
Okay, so basically we're creating a cylinder of
Yes.
paper.
So you'll end up like this one.
Okay, here's a tip, guys. If you're finding it hard to create that cylinder, try wrapping it around your pinky finger
pinky
if it's
finger like
small enough.
Mentioning about the pinky finger, insert the sepal on your pinky finger and pinch the base.
There you go. Okay, so maybe a touch of glue will help seal that
Don't seal it.
fully.
Don't seal it fully, or you can just put glue at the base of the flower.
Okay, let's see
And
how everybody
then-
else is doing at this point. We've got friends from Japan. Shigemi Tanaka, how are you doing, Shigemi? concentrating a lot. Our guests are super creative. Take a look at what's going on. We've got here Claire Mansfield from the UK. I'm going to make this with my teenage kids this weekend. Great idea. They are asleep at the moment, but it's being, almost 4 a.m. there. We appreciate you taking the time to join us. Definitely a very creative way of making flowers.
Someone is asking if we can make angel's breath or sunflowers.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely. We can make it on crepe paper or cardstock, but that's very little flowers to do.
So that's more of when you're further along your journey.
So now, to attach the sepal, we just put some glue at the base and insert that in.
Okay. Now this is, as some of the Bisitas have pointed out, it's a little bit of a challenging project. Guys, stick with it. It is totally worth it. I'm looking at some of the creations that Jerry has brought with him, and they are just absolutely beautiful, I have to say.
Now, we're almost done.
We're
Now
almost
get
done.
again a small piece of green, just like what we did with the filament, like a small piece of green,
Okay.
and stretch it a bit. This is to cover from the sepal down to the stem.
All right.
That is to cover the excess yellow we had a while ago.
Okay,
so we just
so-
do that.
Just use your glue sparingly, as Jerry pointed out. You want to keep your work nice and neat. Let's give them a closer look at what's going on with the flower creation. I'm sure they can zoom into your example over there. It's a lot neater than what I've got going on over here. Bisitas, I hope you have something that looks a little bit like what
this.
Jerry's got over there.
It's just the same.
All right,
So
let's
it's
have a
almost
look.
done.
Okay, Mirna knows what we're talking about. She's in Thailand. Nice one. I'm guessing that's the sepal. Perfect. You know your flowers, Mirna. That is in fact the portion that we're making. that's an added extra pro tip from Jerry. It's not in the official instructions,
Yes.
but really, I think it adds a definite
It
layer
adds
of
some
realism.
detail to,
Yeah.
to the flower that we're making.
Okay.
So can you show us your progress?
Let's have a
Wow,
look.
That's great.
Hey, everybody's actually able to follow along. You
And
guys
they're
have done a
using
fantastic
pink and
job.
orange.
I know, lots of different choices there. We've got Dulce looking good. We've got Eleanor with her flower also looking good. Everybody's done an excellent job so far. All right, stick with it, guys. We're almost there. Finishing touches.
Now to finish this off, we just need a leaf.
Okay.
So now take your leaf template and this green one, the green crepe paper.
So you can use whatever paper you've got
Yes.
handy. You can use the dark colored paper. You can use the light
So
colored
to
paper.
make the leaf, just fold this piece into half,
Yep.
then put your leaf template on,
All right.
like that. And then cut this one.
Okay, so align the flat portion of the pattern with the folded area, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So I usually cut, since gumamela leaf is just a simple heart shape, so I just cut it out without using the template.
Okay.
Well, the good thing with template is that it guides you on how you create the flowers, but once your hand has already familiarized how you cut it, the hand motion, then you can easily cut any parts of the flower without the template.
I know Jerry's like operating on muscle memory here.
Yes.
What are your other pro tips, Jerry, for really taking this art to the next level? I mean, it's all about the detail.
If you want to take your crafting into the next level, this is the paper blooms version of
Wow.
this one. So I have here the flower with detailed filament and also coloring on the petals. I've also laminated my leaves just to mimic the real ones.
Yep.
So another way of doing the leaf is to cut this diagonally, then you glue it together. Then you'll end up with this one.
All right. Super cool. Look, I'm actually adding a little bit of a sawtooth edge.
Yes.
I noticed on your gumamela
because
leaves.
gumamela leaves are somewhat serrated
Yeah.
on the edges, so we put some shaping here.
All right, take a closer look at the monitor, guys. Jerry's just adding sort of a little sawtooth serration on the edge of his leaf. It just adds another layer of realism
Yes.
to the paper flower that there are.
And the serration of the gumamela is not even as compared to the roses, so you can have a small, a big, a small, big pattern onto
so
it.
a fairly organic sort of pattern.
Yes. So
will actually
you'll end up
suit
with this one.
flower.
So I have big, small, small, and big. So with this one, then again, add some glue at the base of the leaf, and then attach it to your flower.
All right. So if you guys missed that step, basically we just folded that piece of crepe paper. We placed the pattern on top of that. We cut out along the pattern, and when you fold it out, you should end up with something that looks, roughly
Like that one.
roughly
So
like this.
I'm making another leaf. So
Right.
to do the leaf again, we fold the green crepe paper into half, put our template on, and then cut it out.
So align the flat side of the pattern with the folded edge of the crepe paper. Put it on there. I'm taking a look at
Yes.
what our bisitas are doing, guys. Let
And
me
then
know if
we
you're
add-
having any problems. Hold up your project so far. Honey Bunny is saying, my gumamela looks good for me. Yep, I
Wow.
think everybody's doing a pretty good job. Francis from Vancouver, awesome work from Sir Jerry. I will definitely share this with my classmates here in Vietnam. Okay, he is in Vietnam. Excuse me, not Vancouver at all. Especially with our cultural day. My flower is done, says one of our participants. Good for you. Okay.
So I had another leaf here. I'll
Alright.
just put some glue again at the base of the leaf and attach this one to my flower.
All right, guys, put the finishing touch on your creation. Get that leaf on there. And once you have your leaf on there, hold up what you've got. Show us what you have. Excellent work, everybody. I am really impressed, Jerry. What do you think of everybody's creation? What do you think?
They're beautiful.
Look at Wes's job. Look at what Wes did. He's over in
Yes, that's
Vancouver.
pretty good.
Excellent job, Wes.
So to finish off your flowers, I teach another technique. We call it cupping and shaping. So to do that, to add volume to your flower, you just use your thumb and index finger, then pull it a bit like you're tearing it, but not actually
But not
tearing
fully
it
tearing
apart.
it. Okay.
Just
So we're
like
just sort of
that,
stretching out the
and
creases
that
of
will
the,
add volume to your flower.
We're stretching out the creases of the crepe.
Yes. That's one thing wonderful about crepe paper. When I was young in Batangas, we're using crepe paper during Flores de Mayo.
Flores de Mayo. So this really does bring back, many childhood
memory of
memories.
childhood.
That's good. Excellent work, everybody. Hold up what you've got. You should end up with something that looks somewhat like this.
Yes.
Jerry, what do you think of our efforts? What do you think of mine?
That's beautiful.
That's not bad, right? I'm pretty impressed that I actually made one, and I'm super impressed with the rest of our visitas. They have all sort of done an exemplary job. My flower looks good, says Denise. Awesome work from Francis, and of course, well, we've got Dulce over here. So funny. She says, well, I think everybody's done an excellent job. Take a look at that.
Yes.
That's not bad. Great job, visitas. Nice work. All right, now, visitas, I know that this has been a bit of a challenging project. Many of you came through with flying colors. I am very impressed with what you guys have done. If you still want to continue work on your paper flowers, you can do so while we watch the second half of our virtual tour. Now, before we do, I'd like to thank Jerry Rosales again for joining us today. He's got some samples of his work over there. Beautiful stuff. Take a closer look at that. Jerry, thanks so much for teaching us how to make these beautiful paper flowers. And before we go, please invite our visitas, and I'm sure many of them have really sort of started the same sort of love affair that you have with this craft of making paper flowers. So invite them to check out the other works that you have on the paper blooms on social media. Maybe you have some projects or some workshops that they can join.
Thank you, Paolo, for that. So these are some of the samples of my work. If you want to see more of my works and other projects, just follow us on Instagram. That's _ the paper blooms _ or our Facebook page. I have some tips and tutorials there. Also, if you want to learn more of the paper flowers, you can also like and subscribe on YouTube channel. It's the Paper Blooms.
Thank you so much, Jerry. Take a look at some of the beautiful flowers that Jerry does. If with a little bit of practice, we'll all get there, I think. All right, thank you so much, visitas. By the way, and thank you so much, Jerry. By the way, visitas, I hope that you have some headphones or earphones nearby. If you don't, please go ahead and grab them because we're going to use them a little bit later on. But for now, we are going back to Manila. So, visitas, are you ready? The second part of our virtual tour begins in 3, 2, and 1.
Welcome back, visitas. Being the capital of the Philippines, Manila is the main gateway for all the enchanting islands that this country has to offer. With direct flights to and from the city, you can now book your weekend getaway hassle-free. All right, visitas, now is the perfect time to fully immerse in this ever-evolving festival, the Flores de Mayo. Visitas, in front of us is a witness to the rich tradition of Flores de Mayo, the San Agustin Church. Aside from being the oldest church in the country, it's also a UNESCO World Heritage Site under the Baroque churches of the Philippines. Again, Flores de Mayo has a religious root where locals attend a 9-day novena, singing songs of prayer and offering flowers to the Virgin Mary. But the much-awaited event is the Santa Cruzan. You'll see 20 or more beautiful women wearing glamorous gowns and gracing the streets, each of them symbolizing a figure from the past while flaunting inner beauty. Eventually, Flores de Mayo evolved into a historical pageant where Filipinos proudly parade their glamour and grace. Being celebrated in almost every city in the country, Flores de Mayo upholds its old tradition while keeping its youthful appeal, making it an ever-transforming festival through time. Visitas, since I keep hyping up the couture scene during Santa Cruzan, then let me show you this. Just look at the intricate details. You could really see the labor of love in each and every gown. Like this one. See that? Fashionable, yet it truly visually showcases Filipino culture. You could see that every designer has their own personal touch too. This is artistry that empowers Filipino beauty. From artistic arts to elegant gowns, the Flores de Mayo embraces modernity where creative vision is infused in tradition. Again, there are so many sagalas during Santa Cruzan, but the one that's most distinguished and the queen of them all is the Reina Elena, the epitome of beauty, grace, and glamour. Visitas, do you know who our Reina Elena is for today? Don't blink and watch this. Ta-da! From local wanderer to your Reina Elena for the day, I'll take you to a festival that's filled with fashion and style. Proudly wear your pride and confidence. Open your senses as we experience the beauty, the grace, and the glamour of Flores de Mayo. Visitas, this journey is a once-in-a-lifetime moment. We've witnessed the festival bursting with beauty and grace. We've also experienced the new side of Manila restoring itself. It proudly parades that Filipinos stand out because we embrace the beauty within ourselves, recognizing the uniqueness and talents to create a lasting impact to the world. Again, I'm your local wanderer, Chow. I'll see you guys here soon in Manila.
Wow, Chad, I have to say, I am so sort of proud of my city. I've never seen it look this beautiful.
It
All of
is.
these improvements, that sneak peek at the Metropolitan Museum, plus,
Yes.
plus all the beautiful lights we now have in the Manila area, the old Manila area. It's just, I've never seen the city look this beautiful.
What do you think about actually being able to relive Flores de Mayo, something we all grow up with? I'm sure a lot of our kababayans, visitas out there who's been to the Philippines, who's been through the festival itself,
Right.
could remember a few things, those beautiful gowns
That's right.
with that parade. And of course, I know things are a little different now, but hopefully one day you'll get to immerse yourself in the full Flores de Mayo Fiesta experience right here in the Philippines. But I could confidently say that a lot of you, because we could read the chat box over here, a lot of you got to feel it and saw the magnificent Manila.
Right, and I have to say, Chal, you pointed it out. You know, we've never seen the chat box so alive. It's
Yes,
just
everyone's so
absolutely on fire.
engaged.
Everybody's so engaged. Please keep those comments coming. We love hearing from you guys. So, Bisitas, let's do a quick checklist of today's experiences so far. You've been able to see the many colorful visuals and the
Right.
beautiful gowns used in the Santa Cruzan. You've tasted some of the delicious local snacks that we love here in the Philippines, some of which
Two.
we usually munch on while watching the parade. We have some of those snacks actually in
Right
your
here.
festival kits. We also have been able to offer you a feeling of some of the objects that are part of the Fiesta too. The paper flowers that I slaved away, my
Oh,
gosh.
this is beautiful though. I
I'm
saw
proud
a
of
lot
my
of you
efforts.
guys. I saw Dwayne, Francis is holding up hers, everyone holding it up. Really nice, this one.
It was a really fun project. It was a little daunting at first, but everybody came through with flying colors. So, Bisitas, are you ready to go on to another different experience? This is sort of taking things to the next level, so to speak.
Okay, well, wait. I don't think they're that ready yet, Paolo, because I don't see their headphones or earphones yet. So, Bisitas, now is the time. Remember earlier we asked you to have your earphones or headphones on standby if you're not using them yet? Well, this is for our next experience. One of my favorite experiences, of course, during Fiesta Filipinas. It's like no other. It will really take you in and make you experience everything fully. So right now, everyone, if you have your earphones nearby, put them on. Trust me. It will be worth it. It will change everything and make the experience truly immersive for you guys to enjoy. Right, Paolo?
That's right. I can see everybody doing that. Just that Grison Yang is adjusting his headphones over there. Myra
That's
from
my
Thailand
hero has it as well.
is wearing
Good
her
job.
flower in her ear.
I like that idea.
Put that aside for now. Get those headphones on instead. Catherine Bartolome, I can see you've got your earphones on there, your wireless
Brendan's
earphones
still
on.
eating, but yeah,
Okay.
you're gonna
Guys,
need your earphones.
Move quickly, get those earphones on. It totally makes a difference and takes the experience to the next level, because I personally am regretting not having my earphones on me right now. Bisitas, I do hope you have yours on, because you will really enjoy the power of sound and how it can take you to a totally different place. Trust me, this is going to be an amazing experience. This time we are taking you to Manila through sound waves. So if you guys are ready, Bisitas, let's do this.
Yeah, I see a lot of them saying ready.
Give us a
ready,
thumbs
ready.
up,
We
guys.
hear
All right,
you.
Bisitas, please enjoy this auditory experience.
Welcome to the Fiesta Filipinas auditory experience for the Flores de Mayo Festival. This festival happens every May and includes a procession called the Santa Cruzan, which features the town's most beautiful women parading in gowns. This event has religious origins, but has also evolved into an inclusive celebration reflective of the Filipinos' love for beauty pageants. We hope you have your headphones on to fully enjoy this experience. Let us begin. Close your eyes. You're seated on a couch in a house in the Philippines. It's a living room full of people with guests in every corner, including you. You shyly keep to yourself because you don't speak the language. Maybe that's why you immediately hear the sound of a marching band that cuts through the chatter. Suddenly, everyone stops what they are doing and rushes outside. You don't know what is happening, but the vibe has suddenly shifted. There's a different energy in the air. You sense everyone's excitement. Curious, you follow the crowd out to the street. It seems everyone is outside their houses too. It's dusk, and the evening breeze has cooled down the summer heat of May. The band sounds like it's still a block away. You suddenly catch the smell of melted wax and realize it's the scent of lit candles. Then the neighbors start to point and look excited. Some of them have taken out their phones, ready to document whatever it is that's coming near. Then you see what the fuss is about. It's a parade. As it comes closer, you cannot help but stare in awe. Beautiful Filipino women in exquisite dresses walk the street like a runway, looking regal and every bit as elegant as their gowns. They're escorted by men in traditional Filipino formal wear, or barong Tagalog, holding two ends of an arc adorned with fragrant flowers. There were familiar ones like tulips, roses, and carnations, to ones you've never seen before in all colors of the rainbow. The whole procession looked like a garden on parade with a regal runway touch. But back to the gowns. Such lovely creative gowns. They seem to follow a similar ball gown shape, but each one is intricately designed with its own unique color scheme and style. Some have embroidered flowers, others are hand-painted, some are embellished with gems. Every piece is a work of art.
That is rain effect, symbolizing faith, and that's rain esperanza, representing hope. She is Reina Caridad, meaning charity. Then the one after her.
You overhear a conversation between an older woman and a young girl. You learn that this procession is called a Santa Cruzan. It's a parade that happens during the Flores de Mayo festival, with deep religious roots dating back to the 1800s, honoring the Mother Mary. The women in gowns are the different reinas, or queens, that represent different titles of Mary. How fascinating! The crowd has gathered, but everyone still keeps a respectful distance. You realize this long-standing tradition is one that goes beyond the beauty and the pageantry. It's a moving exhibit of Philippine artistry and craftsmanship, as seen in the long gowns with hems rustling against the pavement, the floats carrying large images of the Queen Mary, wheels creaking as they glide, and the flower arcs. It's centuries worth of history preserved up to this very day. That was magical. The parade has moved on to impress other nearby streets. You smile and follow the people you were with earlier back to the house, where a colorful spread of Filipino food awaits.
What a beautiful Santa Cruzan, right? Come, let's eat. Kain tayo.
This time, you're not so quiet anymore. The celebratory vibe has brought together everyone who witnessed tonight's parade. And you are no longer just an outsider, but a welcome visita in this house in the Philippines. See you here for real next May.
Wow, how was that bisitas. I also closed my eyes for a few moments. That deserves a round of applause, don't you think?
I noticed, Chal, that everybody automatically sort of tuned into that auditory experience, closed their eyes, and really just sort of
We
got into the
didn't even
moment.
tell them and
Yeah.
instruct them to close your
Yeah.
eyes, but you guys knew that's instinctively to close your eyes. That's the best way to feel it. To be honest, that took me back to my younger years when I used to watch the Santa Cruzan parades, and some of you, we could see what you guys are typing in. Some of you made our bisitas miss home.
Yeah.
Some got really teary-eyed. That's okay. That's okay. Some had a lot, well, actually a lot, had smiles on their faces with their eyes closed.
That's right. I know what you're talking about, Chal. I do have some childhood memories myself of watching with my family and my cousins, and I can tell you, bisitas, that the description in that auditory experience are so on point. They're just bang on. You know, it really takes you into that moment. If you close your eyes, it's almost like you were there. We really hope that you can one day experience the Flores de Mayo Festival here in person for yourself, and it won't be long. That time is coming soon.
So we'll hear it from you guys. We'll hear it from all our bisitas. Let's ask our bisitas what they thought. First off, let's call on Ambassador Igor Dreismans. I hope I pronounced it right. EU Ambassador for ASEAN.
You're still on mute. How are you? We have his spouse also here, Madame Kui Anta. How are you?
I'm fine, I'm fine, thank you. Do you hear me?
Yes, we hear you very well.
Great. Well then.
Ma'am, how was the experience for you? Were you able to do the auditory experience?
Actually, I must confess that I didn't do that. I just watched how to do it because I have a daughter and I would like to make it with her. And as she is a teenager, now she's sleeping.
Okay, well,
the flower making experience.
we hope that you get to experience all of the various things that we have in the kit.
Use the step and I follow on the step very carefully. Do it. I just learned how to do it, and then I
It's
will teach
fine.
my daughter.
It's whatever experience you want to make of it.
That's right.
Maybe we just want to ask you, which one is your favorite so far?
Yes, I'm crazy about flowers, so this is really mine. So yeah, the answer is quite easy to get.
Well, Flores de Mayo is all about flowers. Thank you so much for joining us and for
But
having
thank you
a
so
fiesta
much
with
for
us.
the event. It's so wonderful with such beautiful things, and yes, what a pity could not see that in real life, but yeah, it's going to be for next time, I hope.
That's
And
right.
we hope to, and that's why we're so happy to have you as our bisita. We'll be talking to more of our bisitas. Paolo?
Yep. Well, joining us here also is Miss Cheryl Picho Eccles from Texas, USA. She's the Texas correspondent for Balitang America and TV Patrol. Hey, how are you, Cheryl? Welcome.
Hello, everybody. Greetings from Houston, Texas.
Cheryl, how are you enjoying the virtual experience so far? We've given you sights, sounds, tastes. I don't know when the last time you were back home was, but did this bring back memories? Does it feel like you're traveling?
Yes, definitely. Especially the Santa Cruzan part. I mean, I used to participate in Santa Cruzans. Like I was the Reina Elena, the Reina Imperatrice, all that good stuff. So it's like, oh my gosh, I wish we can do that here in Houston as well.
I'll tell you what, share the experience with your friends. Tell them to tune in and do share some of the goodies that we have here in our festival kits. Which one was your favorite?
Oh, the video. I didn't do good in here's my flower. I didn't do good on the flower. I'm missing the leaves.
The virtual tour, yes. Which
I
part
love
did
it,
you,
especially the
enjoy
gowns, the
most?
gowns part. The gowns, beautiful gowns. Oh my gosh. Our designers are so talented back home.
That's right. And Cheryl, I don't know what time it is out there, but I'm sure that all that footage of the food brought back memories and really made you hungry. Am I right?
Eating the banana chips as we speak. I still have banana chips in my mouth.
Well, enjoy. Enjoy.
Thank you
We love your
so much.
excitement. Thank you so much, Cheryl. And of course, we also want to greet students, our Bisita students from Seri Mulia Sarjana School in Brunei. Hello to all of you Bisitas. Thank you for joining us.
How are you guys out there? They made their own version of a floral arch, so they're really sort of joining the celebration in full spirit. Great job. Thank you so much.
And of course, we want to, how about we have a little chat with our bisita, Princess Anne Melchor, all the way from Australia. Hello, Princess. Okay, you can unmute yourself now so we could hear from you.
Princess, what did you think of the virtual experience? Which was your favorite part? Is there any part of this tour that really sort of stood out for you?
Oh, sorry about my dog. He's barking. He wanted to join the conversation. Anyway, actually the flower making part, it's a bit hard for me, but yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the food as well. Everything, and the tour, the virtual tour was so great. Thank you so much for letting me experience Manila and the Philippines again.
Right.
Wonderful. Well, Princess, I also want to know, we showed you a lot of food, and we also have a few of them inside our box.
Yeah.
Which one did you want to really taste right away?
Actually, the banana chips, because it's actually one of my favorite Filipino delicacies. So yeah.
Excellent.
All
Excellent.
So
right.
when I first saw it, I was like, I'm gonna dig it in.
Okay, well, dig in and don't forget to share with some of your friends, all right? We want to spread the Filipino love all over the
Yes,
world.
of course,
We've got another
yes.
friend with us. Thank you so much, Princess. We've got
Thank
another friend with
you.
us from the U.S., Steve Angeles. My man, Steve, how are you?
Hello,
Steve
Jen.
Angeles, all the way from USA, our
That's right.
bisita.
Steve Angeles, go ahead and unmute yourself. Join us there. There you go, Steve. Show me your flowers, Steve. Look at that. You did a great job.
All right, chat with us. Oh, there you go. Okay.
Hello, ayun, unmuted na.
Steve, were you able? Actually, I saw you do our audio experience, and you had your eyes closed at some parts. Which one did you enjoy the most that really took you back?
It's nice just hearing the sounds of the streets. I've been there many times, but never during Flores de Mayo. So this is like the first time I've actually, closest, I have this, I have, and then the sights, the sounds, and then I haven't touched the food yet because my wife will kill me if I.
I admire your discipline, Steve. You've done a good job of, you keeping the goodies that we have in the festival kit for sharing. But I have to ask you, though, what do you think of this virtual experience as an overall experience? What do you think?
This is fun. This is my second one. I did the Panungbuan. I can't even say it right. It's fun because it's different. We're seeing other people. I see a lot of familiar faces, like Cheryl, of course. Other people are saying, "I'm here also." Oh, I'm here also. We don't get to do this. Especially I grew up here, so we're not as familiar with these types of events out here. And especially now, because we're okay in Los Angeles. They're having virtual Flores de Mayo, or physical Flores de Mayos now. But for the most part, most places we're missing out on this. But at least there's an alternative and a good hands-on. It's not just your normal Zoom.
Yeah.
Sit there, watch the screen, actually play from the comfort of.
This is the Maya of 2021.
And it's the next level, I think, as far as
Catriona
virtual
Gray.
celebrations go. I mean, we've got a little bit of something to taste, to touch, to see, to feel, to hear, and we hope that we bring you a full 360-degree
And Brendan, we love it that you never
experience.
let go of that flower all throughout. Thank you so much for joining us, Brendan. This time, we're going to be calling on our bisita, Clary, all the way in UK. Oh, let's go. Sorry. Brendan first. Brendan
we've
in New
actually got
Zealand.
Brendan. How are you,
what
Brendan?
time is it there? Feel free to unmute yourself so we could hear you. What time is it there, Brendan?
3:30 in the afternoon.
3:30. Okay, in the afternoon. Brendan, how was the experience for you? This whole Fiesta Filipinas.
You know what? I just want to come to the Philippines now. I've never been there.
So you've never been here. Have you tasted any of our food yet?
I love adobo.
Adobo is always, our pride and joy,
favorite.
our pride and joy. And there are different types out there. No one adobo from one household or one restaurant is the same. You really have to sort of make time to come out here and experience all there is to offer. Like I said, that time is coming soon. But before then, we've got experiences like this to help everybody sort of get immersed in the Philippine festival experience.
Brendan, you got to watch the virtual tour and you had the audio experience. Which one and those parts did you enjoy the most or really made you feel like, I gotta be in Manila?
The hustle and bustle.
The hustle and bustle.
Yeah.
Okay.
You really
Makes
felt
sense.
that. You really felt that, I think, through the auditory experience. But tell you what, we're looking forward to having you down here in person when things are a little easier and when things are when it's easier to travel. Thank you so much, Brendan, for joining us.
Thank you.
Okay, how about our Bisita, Clary? All the way in UK.
All right,
Clary,
let's
are you
check
with
on Clary.
us?
Clary, go ahead and
Hello.
get on cam. Unmute yourself. Yep. Hi, Clary.
Hello, magandang umaga.
Good morning.
It looks like we've got a kababayan here. Kababayan,
know,
for those who
wonderful.
don't speak our language, is of course somebody from the same country, or our countryman or countrywoman in this case. Clary, it's great to have you.
Yeah, it's 4:30 in the morning dito.
Wow,
Sa UK.
thank you for waking up for
I
us
know.
and to join our fiesta.
Clary,
I'm
did you
wearing
miss
my,
the
my
Philippines?
night clothes now. Yeah,
No
this is
problem at
very, very timely because we're celebrating our Flores de Mayo in our local parish this afternoon.
Yeah.
And we are going to have the procession, but without the Santa Cruzan. We're just going to have the rosary procession. And then when we go back to the church, we're going to do the Flores de Mayo, the offering of the flowers to Our Lady, which is really, really
Fantastic.
good.
That's fantastic. Now,
Yeah.
Clary, I don't know when the last time you were back home was, but did that auditory experience, did hearing the sounds of a Santa Cruzan really sort of bring you into the moment and I don't know, make you miss the Philippines?
Yes, definitely. Even the last one, you did the same thing with, I think, the Panagbenga one.
Yeah.
And it's really, I always enjoy it. Yeah, I always enjoy the auditory presentation that you do. Always brings us back home and miss home as well.
All right. Well, we're certainly looking forward to having you back home once things are easier to manage.
Next year.
As far as travel goes. Stay safe out there, and we'll see you back home as soon as possible. We've got another friend over here we'd like to call on, Annabelle from Germany. Annabelle, are you with us?
Hi, everybody. Thanks for having me.
There she is.
There
Hi,
she
Annabelle.
is. Annabelle, hi, how are you?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
We are excellent. We are excellent. We are happy to see friends from Germany joining us. What did you think of the experience? Which was your favorite?
It was awesome.
Yeah.
I can't decide whether it was the audio experience. That was really intense. Like, I really closed my eyes and I could really see myself standing there and experiencing everything. That was really great. And I also very much liked the gowns.
Beautiful,
So
right?
festive, so beautiful. Yeah, I wish I could wear something like that one day.
Have you been to the Philippines, Annabelle?
Yes, a couple of times already. Like, I'm a half Filipina and I've been to the Philippines every second year since I was small. So, yeah. I also have a travel blog about the Philippines and about Filipinos in Germany. So,
Wow, that's
I have
wonderful.
a very,
So
really strong connection.
does it mean that you really miss Manila or Philippines even more?
Yes, I do. Like, it's really, really hard to not be in the Philippines for about 1.5 years now. So, I can't wait to be back.
I'll tell you what, this is a great way to sort of maintain that tie with the Philippines
connection.
for now until things are easier.
So thank you so much,
Yes, thank you
Annabelle.
so much.
We enjoyed having you as our Bisita. I see everyone putting on their messages, how warm they feel, how much they want to visit Philippines already. This time around, I'm going to be calling on Miss Kaori Furusawa, or Bonnie, if we can call her, from Japan. Hi, Bonnie.
Hi.
We love having you as our Bisita. So
Thank you for having
seem
me.
surprised?
I was, yeah.
Okay, well, tell us about the experience so far. Were you able to join our fiesta all the way from the beginning?
Well, I joined a little late, but I caught up with this flower and I made it while
Great
watching the
job.
video.
Good job there, Bonnie. I mean, it matches your hair.
Oh yeah, right? Yeah. I should put
Perfect.
it
That's perfect.
Flowers and Flores de Mayo go really well together. What about the audio experience?
Oh, I loved it. I feel like I was in there. I really, really miss the Philippines. I'm half Filipina as well. I I like the voices of like people saying like, oh, dito na sila, dito na, dito na. Yeah, I really enjoyed it. I was like, oh, I really miss it. Yeah.
That's wonderful, and that's exactly what we were going for, to have our bisitas really feel like they're here in the Philippines celebrating with us. So thank you so much, Bonnie.
Thank
Love
you.
having you as a bisita as well.
Thanks,
Thank
Bonnie.
you so much.
All right, we'd like to call on our next bisita here, Engineer Akber Hakim from Bangladesh. Engineer Hakim, are you with us? I hope they all enjoyed the overall experience.
A lot of our bisitas saying this is a meaningful and memorable experience, congratulating Fiesta Filipinas, thanking us. Thank you, of course, to the Department of Foreign Affairs of the Philippines. And I could see people still eating their snacks, so that's good.
Don't forget to share your photos or any other material that you have. Use the official hashtag Fiesta Filipinas, and tag us at DFA PHL.
All right, let's call on more of our bisitas to join in, and let's still have a chat. There we go.
There is Engineer Akber Hakim. Hi, Engineer, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. Thank you. Greetings from Bangladesh. As you know, I'm the president of Bangladesh Philippines Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I've been to Philippines many, many times. Love the people, love the flavors, love everything about Philippines.
All right. Engineer, is there any particular one aspect of this virtual celebration that really stood out for you? Which one was your favorite?
Well, I tell you honestly, everything. The flower making, the food, yum, yum.
Engineer, you said you love Philippines, you love the food, you love everything, but did you love Fiesta Filipinas?
Absolutely, loved it, loved it. Greetings from our board here and all the people of Bangladesh, to the friendly, lovely people of Philippines.
Thank you so much. We're so
Engineer.
honored to have you as our bisita as well.
Thank you, thank you.
Okay, let's head on over to Sydney, Australia. Violi? Bisita Violi Calvert, are you here? There, hello, hello.
Hey.
Oh, she's wearing her flower.
G'day, Violi. How are you?
G'day. I'm fine, and thank you so much for the very memorable and engaging everything in the presentation. I love the virtual tour.
Violi, you
And
look
the
lovely
food.
in that with that flower behind your ear. Did you find it difficult to make? You made a very realistic flower.
I am very hopeless with hands, but I made it. I got there.
I won't
Thank
let
you
go
so
of the
much.
part wherein you said you love the virtual tour, because a lot of hard work was put in there to show all of our bisitas, all these wonderful places in Manila. What made you love the virtual tour, Violi?
I felt I was there, and I felt so proud that we have these beautiful places, and you made it so interesting in how you presented it. So thank you so much.
And thank you so much to you, Violi.
Thank you, Violi. Don't forget to spread the word with friends. Ask them to visit the Philippines, of course, or you can check out some of our previous Fiesta digital or virtual presentations. But for now, we want to say thank you so much, Violi.
We actually promoted it in Radyo Tagumpay, and we also put in our magazine that we circulated here. So,
All right, wonderful.
yeah.
Thank you so
Thank you,
much,
Violi.
Violi. Appreciate it. You are
Thank you.
also a Reina Elena with that flower on your head, right next to your ear. Okay, let's move on to Kelsey. Hi, Kelsey. Love your background.
Hello. Yes.
I see the whole virtual thing going on behind you. Very Philippines as well. Kelsey's all the way in Canada. What time is it there, Kelsey?
It is 8:40 p.m. here.
In the evening, 8:40. Well, good evening to you. Kelsey, which part did you really enjoy?
I really enjoyed the flower making. Well, my mom helped me. I think what's really cool about it is that like everyone in this call from all over the world is making flowers together. Here am I.
You actually said it beautifully. Everyone around the world making these beautiful flowers together. It is a Flores de Mayo celebration after all. Did you feel that it was a fiesta?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, and I really like the auditory experience. I've never seen anyone do that, and that's just a really cool idea.
Fantastic. Now, Kelsey, I have to say, Kelsey, if you were out here on a visit, you would definitely be Reina Elena material. She would be head of the parade in one of those beautiful gowns.
You'd be able to wear all those gowns that you got to see. Okay, what about the kits? Do you have it?
Yes, I do. Yeah. We
Did you dig in? Did you try anything?
Was it exciting?
Yes. Yeah, during the auditory experience, I had my eyes closed and
eating and experiencing it. Well, thank you so much, Kelsey. Thank you so much for joining us. And yes, please do visit Philippines. Who knows? So the next Flores de Mayo, you could definitely join in, like what Paolo mentioned.
Yeah, I haven't been in so long. I'd love to. Thank you.
All right, we're looking forward to having you visit in person. Kelsey, thank you so much for visiting with us virtually. We'd like to call on our next bisita here, Seol Hee Han from South Korea. Seol, how are you?
Hello, I'm good. Can you hear me?
Yes, and we can. Thank you for joining us. It's lovely to have you. Seol, what was your favorite part of the experience?
Actually, I used to live in the Philippines.
Really?
A few years ago, so I used to eat some of the food you showed me, adobo and sinigang. Yeah, they were my favorite foods at the time, so yeah, I miss the food.
Okay, of course, this is Fiesta Filipinas, and we're making everything quite very unique. This multi-sensory experience for everyone. Which part was really interesting for you?
Actually, for me, auditory experience was very special for me. It was my first time to this kind of experience, but I really enjoyed it.
And we could see that you have, of course, your Fiesta Filipina kit right behind.
Yes.
Is it opened already?
Actually, I opened it. I bought some of the food. It's empty box. Actually,
this banana chips, huh? Everyone's holding them up.
Super popular.
Thank you so much, Seol Hee. We enjoyed having you. And yes, please do come back when things are better.
Thank you so much. I really look forward to visiting there very soon.
All right. We've got to figure out a way to get some adobo and sinigang in these kits that we send out there.
And halo-halo. I haven't asked you guys, what about the halo-halo? Why don't you type about that? That's something very Filipino, something so colorful, really represents a fiesta in that little glass.
Perfect for the summer heat as well.
Yeah,
okay.
It's very good.
How about, thank you so much, Seol Hee. Let's move on over to Vancouver, Canada.
That's right. We've got Nat and Max over in Vancouver. Nat, Max, how are you?
Hey guys!
Oh, I love it, in unison.
Great to have you guys. What did you think of the overall experience? I mean, we gave you something to taste, something to hear, something to see, and something to get busy with your hands. I hope that you were able to follow along and had time to make one of these flowers. There you go. Great job there, Nat. What did you guys think of the overall experience?
It was awesome. We really enjoyed it. Like, you guys give a lot of thought on this one. You gave us like the 360 experience that we're missing back home. And yeah, we're just really thankful to be invited here, and thank you for the Philippine Consulate General of Vancouver for inviting us, and especially Consul Maria Austria.
Nat and Max, you said it perfectly when you said 360. So definitely it's something different from the usual things we experience during these times.
Yep.
So I want to ask you, would you recommend this? And if it's a yes, which I have a good feeling it is, how would you say it? How would you invite everyone to experience Fiesta Filipinas?
We would really recommend it. Like, we post it everywhere on our social media, invite friends, family. If we were going to do this again, we would bring everyone with us.
That's where we say it here, bring the barangay, the whole village with you. Thank you so much, Nat and Max. Wonderful visitas. We also enjoyed. Wait. Maybe I should ask you guys, since you'll bring the whole village and everyone else with you, which part of, or what food would you actually recommend the most?
My favorite is sinigang. What about you?
I love bulalo.
We had bulalo before on our last fiesta.
These guys know their Pinoy food. They know their Filipino food. Guys, thank you so much for joining us. And please do spread the word. Invite friends to join us on our virtual fiesta celebrations. Thank you so much for joining us, Nat and Max, all the way in Vancouver, Canada.
Thank you
for
very
having
much
us.
for making yourself
Thank you.
present and having a fiesta with us. Of course, we want to shout out to everyone who's here. I see, hold on. I see Princess saying halo halo is the best. Yes, it is.
Super.
All right, a huge shout out to our bisitas from Macau, from Indonesia, from Canada, USA, Singapore, Germany, Japan.
UAE, New Zealand, Hong Kong, UK,
Woo!
Bangladesh, China, and Australia.
Vietnam, Mexico. They're also here with us. Brunei, Bahrain, Cambodia, South Korea, Lebanon, Austria, Greece. Wow, so many countries.
The
so
entire
many.
world. The
I
entire world is
know.
here with us, celebrating with
Different
us.
time zones, different places, different areas, but all here celebrating Fiesta Filipinas.
And
with
more
us.
importantly, sort of celebrating this particular fiesta, the Flores de Mayo. I gotta say, Chal, I really feel like our bisitas are right here in the studio with us. All over the world sort of joined in and just joined hands and were part of this celebration right here, right now. Thanks to all of you. I forgot the virtual aspect of this virtual fiesta. It really did feel like everybody was right here in the same room with us, and that is what we're trying to go for when we bring you this immersive experience.
I was going to say they're not here with us. I really thought you guys were here, but I really see all of you. So thank you so much to all our bisitas. You know, you're right, Paolo. There are some actually familiar faces from the past fiestas.
Many of them have become friends who are regularly with us.
And they're here again with us. So I'm so happy to see you here, bisitas. As for our first-time bisitas, can we have raise your hands if you are a first-time bisita? Okay, Francis is a first-time bisita. We have Zach is not. Joy is
Rhoda.
from
Hi,
Israel. Okay. Wonderful. Well, if you're a first-time bisitas, welcome. We're so glad you can make it. Your presence is what truly makes it feel like a real fiesta. I feel that I've gotten so close to all of you guys in a span of an hour or so.
That's right, and we hope to see you in our next celebration. We hope you had a memorable day with us, bisitas. And what better way to capture a memory than through a photograph? So why don't we do a group shot, bisitas? Come on, show us those smiles. Put your flower. You know, many of you are already doing this.
You know what?
Putting
I'll
that little
join
flower.
in. We learned this from you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
I'm gonna get into the spirit of things and put
Violi
this
started
flower.
it,
Yeah.
so we're picking it up. Okay, so please turn on your cameras, bisitas. Don't be shy. Show us your paper flowers too. Or if you don't have it yet made, you can probably carry and hold up your kids.
That's right.
And we're gonna do a little countdown. And after that, all you have to do is shout out Fiesta Filipinas. Okay, 3, 2, 1, then say Fiesta Filipinas. So unmute yourselves. Unmute yourself so we can hear you. This is going to be a huge fiesta with all of you guys singing. Here we go. Okay. In 3, 2, 1. Fiesta Filipinas!
Fiesta Filipinas!
Fiesta
That's a great photo, great memories. Guys, don't forget to tag your photos with our official hashtag and also tag at DFAPHL. Thank you so much again, bisitas, for joining us today. We had an incredible Flores de Mayo celebration. Thanks to all of you.
Wonderful. We really felt your energy. Amazing. By the way, bisitas, this is the 5th episode of the Fiesta Filipinas series. There are other episodes you might want to watch or re-watch, and you'll find them on the Department of Foreign Affairs Philippines Facebook page or YouTube channel. Please tell your family and friends about it, and you can even repost this. Okay, just head on to the page and share it as well on your own social media accounts.
Like I said, don't forget to post away videos, photos, stories. Have you, please remember to use the official hashtag Fiesta Filipinas and tag DFAPHL. Hey, you might even see your own Fiesta photos at other bisitas posts as well.
And to all of those giving their comments on our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube pages, thank you so much for your support. We're actually reading them all. We're so happy to know that a lot of you really enjoy. So, you know, it's all about engagement, and you guys have been so engaging and so fun to be with. Thank you so much. So before we end, give yourselves another round of applause. Bisitas, thank you so much. Again, I'm Shao. Thank you for allowing us to take you on a virtual tour to Manila today.
And I'm Paolo. Thank you so much, Besitas. I really appreciate your energy today, and we really had fun because of you. So we hope to see you on the next episode of Fiesta Filipinas. Stay safe, everybody.
Bye, everyone. Good morning, good night, good afternoon.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Mahalo. Welcome to Fiesta Filipinas. Enjoyable. Fiesta Filipinas. Kapuhay.
Ilog ng mga ulap, hinihipad ng hangin, uni ng mga ibon, naglalakbay sa
Daghang
himpawid,
salamat
kay
sa
sarap
ating mga kababayan.
mabuhay. Sa ilalim ng nag-iisang mundong makulay.
Bye, everyone.
Sayaw, sayaw, sumasayaw ang langit, kay raming dahilan upang magdiwang. Tayo ay pinag-isa ng langit, lupa, kalikasan at kultura. Sayaw, sayaw, sumasayaw ang langit, kay raming dahilan upang magdiwang. Tayo ay pinag-isa ng langit, lupa, kalikasan at kultura. Lupa ay niyayanig ng mga awitin, lahat na paiindang sasaya ng himig, kay sarap ng buhay na inaalay sa pasasalamat at pagpupuga.
Welcome to Fiesta Filipinas.
Sayaw, sayaw,
Flores de Mayo.
sumasayaw